Hello, my name is Melanie Garcia. My research question was, what is the effect of marital status on suicide rates in the military? And within that research, I've come to the conclusion that there are no specific effects on suicide rates because all demographics in the military, whether it be gender, race, religious belief, or sexual orientation, seem to have a significantly high number of suicide in comparison to the rest of the nation. Military organizations have continuously tried time and time again to reduce the number of suicides by annual suicide awareness and prevention training. To assist in their efforts of the reduction in suicides, I propose that there should be more frequent training done rather than just once a year to meet mandatory training requirements. Implementing more frequent training gives new ways to educate all military personnel. Using different trends, best practices, lessons learned, and other training developments, military members have the opportunity to successfully assess real-life suicide situations properly. Some might believe that more frequent training can be toxic to newer service members who are possibly at risk. These service members might not know how to deal with this type of situation or psychological instability. What we don't want is for the service members to get the wrong idea or perhaps just a specific idea on how to attempt or commit suicide. In some of the training videos and stories, those newer service members can take all of that useful information into a negative context, which can be created as bigger problems for the military organizations. But in all actuality, educating different components on suicide more often is seen as a bigger successor and ideal positive training rather than something to blame. Many service members refuse to seek help or gain some sort of emotional support from healthcare professionals because mental treatment has become sort of a stigma in the military. Leaders and other service members are the cause of this stigma when they degrade those who need help. It is upsetting to know that some verbally attack a service member claiming he or she does not have the ability to handle themselves now that they're, out there on their own. In the military, it is all about being able to deal with everything in the military that it brings during daily life. But some people have more of a problem readjusting to this new lifestyle than others, and this shouldn't be ridiculed or punished. People in the military need a better understanding of what suicide awareness entails, and having an annual reminder just doesn't seem to be enough. Suicide training has become a way to reinforce the foundation of improving the mental health of service members. And throughout my research and public policy proposal, I've discovered a lot of upsetting information, such as suicide rates in the United States Army and the Marine Corps are significantly higher than in the Air Force and the Navy. I also learned from different suicide stories of common ways military members commit suicide. Many of them use the two most shared ideas, which have become death by hanging and death by weapon. And also, there are very few who leave notes or say anything to their loved ones before they decide to take that, fatal plunge. Military suicides continuously rise and drop throughout the years and throughout this past decade because of the recent deployments to Afghanistan and Iraq. But a lot of the research that I came across showed that the deployment isn't always the main idea of why they commit suicide. Therefore, I strongly believe more suicide training throughout the year can only be beneficial to military organizations in order to create a safer environment for those who serve our country. And those who go against what I'm saying need to really look deeper into the main focus of what suicides are caused by in the military. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and I appreciate your support.